When some people can't make it to school because of certain circumstances like bad weather or an injured leg, they often hear stories from their parents or grandparents talking about how they had to swim through like the Atlantic Ocean or climb Mount Everest just to get to school. But my grandparents told me different stories. Stories about getting punished in school, like if you didn't have your nails cut or if you didn't wear a belt, you would get thrown into a cage with a starving lion for half an hour where the teacher expects you to survive from what they taught in science class. This got me thinking if teachers still punish students in certain countries like in India as they did in the past, and after doing some research on the school system, I'm convinced that teachers think they're playing GTA 5 or something. So if you go on Google and type teacher punishes student in India and then go on the news tab, you literally get slapped. Ow, what the hell? You get slapped in the face with the headline, Teacher uses power drill to punish student for failing to recite multiplication table. Now in places like Canada, America, or Australia, if you forget your multiplication table, they'll give you like a lollipop or a sticker because at least you tried. But in India, they don't care about your life. Like, if you don't know your multiplication table, you're considered a liability and your life is worthless. In the article, it states that another student had to pull out the cable of the drill so no further damages were caused. If the student never pulled out the plug, who knows what the teacher would have done? Maybe they would have moved on to another body part like the tongue so they never had to hear them mess up a math table again. You may think the parents can just sue the teacher or the school because in India, if the teacher harms the student, depending on the circumstances, they can be sued, but all the parents can do was protest. So it looks like power drilling a human's hand is not considered to be in the circumstances of harm. Maybe the only way to sue someone is if the hospital pronounces you dead and then an hour later you somehow come back to life. Hearing that, you may think the teacher just has some brain issues because no one can be that big of a menace, but then if you scroll down for 2 more seconds, you find another article stating, Teacher punishes class X girl student with hot iron rod for not wearing chunni, which is like a scarf that covers your head and shoulders. In the article, it says that the girl suffered burns on her cheek, but again, the parents have not yet filed a complaint against the teacher. Either you can't sue teachers in India, or the parents are also scared of them because it looks like the school system only hires those that have like violent experiences written on their resume. Oh, you've done second-degree murder in the past? Yup, you're 100% hired. We'll give you an extra $10,000. Good job. Another article right under the previous one talks about how a teacher forced a student to sit in a garbage can with the lid closed as a punishment for something he didn't even do. In this chapter of the story, the teacher decided to opt out on the popular physical abuse custom package, but instead upgraded the limited breathing custom package. And what do you expect? The student union held protests for this incident. Ooh, the protests are totally stopping this by the looks of it. So it seems like these teachers are the main characters in story games where you choose different outcomes to switch up the storyline, but instead of the options being relatively different, here's just different ways to slowly injure or kill someone. So in this last event, an Uno reverse card has been pulled out from the depths where some students decided to tie up multiple teachers to trees and thrash them for receiving poor marks on their exams. I mean, this is again just dumb like all the previous situations because doing this is not going to change the outcome of your exam mark and you're also putting yourself at a risk at being arrested. Actually, never mind, the teachers are probably just going to protest. So that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already with that little notification bell so you never miss a future video. And comment down below which story you thought was the craziest and I'll catch you on my next one. Peace!